Alright, welcome back everyone as we're ready for game 3 of our
remaining.
best of 3 to find out who's going to go to the grand finals. I didn't even check in. I didn't even find out what's going on in the other semifinals. I am terrible. I apologize. But that's T-Show going up against Elite Wolves. And, uh-oh, face it please. All right, we're good, we're good.
10
Just a little
seconds
lag.
remaining.
We're okay. We're okay. No, don't panic. Do not
5
panic.
seconds remaining.
Everyone just calm down. But yeah, that one doesn't look like it's over yet. I believe it's in game
Reserve
2
time.
right now. But yeah, the winner of this game will go on to play the winner of that series. I don't know who's winning. All I know is it's in game 2. It might even be in game 3. I might be completely wrong. Niz lied. Niz was left. But this is finally coming to an end. The America's Open qualifiers here. But this is only the first of 2. We've got 2 days starting
Radiant
tomorrow
team ban.
where we start this all over again. So whatever team loses this and gets knocked out, they'll have a chance to re-enter again tomorrow. And take another crack at it.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, look at how this
5
draft
seconds
started.
remaining.
We got Dream is True on the Radiant side. They banned out the Enchantress to start things off.
Reserve time.
Team Freedom, they banned out the Darkseer and the
Radiant
Undying.
team pick.
And Dream is True, they actually banned out the Abaddon as well. So the first picks, the Gyrocopter and the Dazzle for Team Freedom, Spirit Breaker and Queen of Pain for Dream is True. Then on to the next set of bans is Bat Rider and Vengeful Spirit get removed from Team Freedom. And Dragon Knight and Slardar get banned out by Dream is True.
10 seconds remaining.
We've got,
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, nothing too surprising here. Nothing too out of the box.
Reserve time.
But maybe that Bat Rider ban's a little bit surprising, but not really. We saw QR play an incredible Bat Rider earlier. Last game it got completely shut down though. It didn't really get much done at
Dire
all.
team pick.
But then again, really no one on the side of Dream is True really was able to do much. The puck didn't do much. They were just on the back foot the entire time. As Team Freedom, they took over the early game and then just kept the ball rolling. And just steamrolled right through Dream is True. Dream is True will have
10
to find a way to
seconds
rebound
remaining.
here. And get themselves set for this game 3.
5 seconds
As they're going to pick up an Ember Spirit. So what is that? The
Reserve
Queen of Pain
time.
mid lane, Ember Spirit safe lane, Spirit Breaker roaming around. Could even be an offlaner. Tiny's going to get picked up by Team Freedom. Are we going to
Radiant
see this
team
paired with the
pick.
Wisp? Huh. I thought it was interesting that we've seen so much Oracle played. In the games that we didn't see it played, we saw it get banned out in the
10
first set of
seconds
bans.
remaining.
And in this series, it hasn't been touched.
5
Hasn't been
seconds
picked, hasn't been
remaining.
banned. It's really weird that Oracle's entered
Reserve
into
time.
captain's mode, and it seems like some teams really value it really high, and other teams don't care about it at all. And we get these weird situations where it could be a very contested pick one game, and then the next game both teams just don't care about the hero at all. They don't think it's very strong. They don't like it. And it just gets left in the pool, and then no one picks it. And it's like it wasn't even in captain's mode.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Magnus is going to get
Dire
picked, so that's
team
going to be the
pick.
offlaner, I imagine, for Dream is True. They could switch it up. They could put Magnus mid and go Queen of Pain offlane. And, of course, Ember Spirit safe lane. They could swap those around. Either way, the Spirit Breaker is going to be the roaming support, so they're going to be looking at more of a
10 seconds remaining.
stay-at-home kind of support. Whereas Team
5
Freedom, it
seconds
really comes down to,
remaining.
are they going to pick Wisp here? In which case they'd have Gyrocopter,
Reserve
Dazzle,
time.
safe lane, Tiny Wisp mid, and they'd be looking at an offlaner for IX Mike. Maybe Clockwork fits into that. I don't know about that. Well, if their idea was to go Tiny Wisp, they're definitely chewing into their reserve time here. 'Cause they're not going to go Wisp. They're going to go Bane instead. So they can
Radiant
still have
team
that
back.
tiny Bane duo lane mid. That works fine. Or they could even go Tiny Dazzle mid and put the Bane up top with the Gyrocopter. That works as well. It really depend on what
10 seconds remaining.
the other hero is from Dream is True.
5 seconds remaining.
Either way, the Spirit Breaker is going to
Reserve
kind of
time.
throw a wrench in everything because he can just kind of charge in. If we get like an interesting 2v2 matchup in the mid lane where the supports kind of what we saw when we saw a lot of Shadow Fiend at the start of 686 getting played, and there was this constant dual lanes mid for the first like minute and a half until eventually everyone said, all right, stop this, it's ridiculous.
Dire
We might
team
see that
back.
again, and then all of a sudden a Spirit Breaker comes charging on in. That could change things. And I'm not sure which one you'd rather have mid. I guess Dazzle's less susceptible to that, to dying in that situation, but then you've got the Bane
10
up top.
seconds remaining.
And does that make him... does that make
5
maybe a little
seconds
bit more
remaining.
dangerous for the Bane?
Reserve time.
I don't know. Beastmaster is going to be the final ban for Dream is True. Who will Team Freedom ban here? As Dream is True, they're definitely looking for a strong defensive support.
10 seconds remaining.
Witch Doctor.
Radiant
Alright, not
team
the most
pick.
defensive, but... do you maybe go Rubik here? Rubik strong against the Bane. Not too bad against the Dazzle. Okay against the Gyro. Okay against the Gyro. And alright against the Tiny as well. Not the best against those, but it's a strong counter to the Bane. Definitely
10
good against the
seconds
Dazzle.
remaining.
And it really makes it difficult for
5
Team Freedom to
seconds
pick an
remaining.
offlaner. I don't know.
Reserve time.
I don't know who is in the hero pool for their off lanes.
Skywrath made.
Skywrath is going to be the pick.
Dire team pick.
So Skywrath is fantastic against the Bane. Obviously, if Bane starts doing his Fiend's Grip, Skywrath can just drop the ult on him, and the hero's just standing there, so it's good against that. Silence is also great against it as well. Silence is great against the Dazzle, making sure that he's not going to be able to get a shallow grave off.
10
Plus,
seconds
just having
remaining.
burst damage is good against Dazzle anyways, making it difficult for him to get a grave
5
off.
seconds remaining.
Or even just burst potential comes out and that forces Dazzle to grave
Reserve
early on a
time.
different target. And Omni Knight's going to be the pick. So offlane Omni. I like it. We're starting to see Omni get played a lot more. We saw him played 2 games yesterday. Although I don't think we saw... I think we only saw... Did we see Omni Knight offlane once? Or were they both support? They might have both been support. Yeah, because they were paired with a Bane. He was paired with a Bane and... what was the other support duo? I don't remember. Was it Avenge? Might have been Avenge. I don't remember. It was one of the games yesterday, though.
10
So we're
seconds
going to see an
remaining.
offlane Omni Knight. This is really going to make things interesting.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, here we go. We're hopping right on in. Oh, come on. I feel like that's almost becoming one of my things. Just immediately complaining about the pause. I haven't come to accept it yet. And I feel like it's not going to happen. I've been complaining about it for so long. Oh, well. The game is hard. Game is hard. Go gets called. All right. Are we ready? Game 3, please. Hype. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Game is unpausing. We're set to go for Game 3 of the America's Open Qualifiers semifinals between Dream is True and Team Mischief. Let's introduce Dream is True while we're at it. We've got White playing the Ember Spirit. Bizzard's going to be playing the Skywrath Mage. ZZB is going to be playing the Spirit Breaker. Slim Shady on the Queen of Pain. And up in the top lane, we've got QR playing the Magnus. As for our dire side, it's Team Mischief or Team Freedom. We've got Sunbee playing the Tiny. Kiko is going to be playing the Bane. Fun is going to be on the Dazzle. Mineski Fangay is going to be playing the Gyrocopters. Feel free to spam your Kappa Prides in chat. And we've got IX Mike playing the Omni Knight.
30 seconds to battle.
And Slim Shady going to step up here onto the cliff. Can you see from there? Hasn't seen across to anyone yet. Fun's hiding behind the tree. And the other ones are in the Roche pit. It looks like Dream is True. They've got the positioning here on the rune, but ZZB walks right into Roche and quickly finds 4. It's going to be a 4v4 fight. Magnus and Omni Knight are going to go at it in the top. As Tiny will get the bottom bounty rune. Magnus will get the top. Already advantage going the way of Mischief, I'd have to say, as their mid laner got the bounty rune. And we are going to see this duo lane to start things off. Tiny Bane going up against Ember Spirit and Skywrath Mage. Top lane is going to be Magnus going up against Omni Knight, as Team Mischief have actually gone aggressive with their duo lane, as they're going to be going up against a Queen of Pain and a Spirit Breaker, and they're going to be doing it with a Gyrocopter and a Dazzle. See a lot of harass coming in here as Kiko taking a lot of damage. Sunbee actually getting forced to throw out the avalanche there to stop White from continually going forward on that Bane. There's great harass here coming out from Bizzard. He's used a lot of his mana though. Kiko is going to have Brain Sap up in 6 seconds. So, look at this. Going down to 60 HP. Bottom lane seems to be a little bit more passive. I guess that's because you got a Spirit Breaker and a Dazzle as the 2 supports down here. They're not going to be the most aggressive in the lane.
Attack.
But
Thanks be to you.
Spirit Breaker may be looking to charge as Kiko's getting forced all the way back to Fountain. So I'm getting very, very low on HP. And having to walk all the way back there. Now Bizzard going to start making a rotation down towards bottom. Is this for bottom Broom? If it is, he's leaving a little bit early. But he might just stand there and camp it, and that looks like exactly what he's going to do. We're going to have a smoke get purchased by Kiko. But actually, no, Bizzard's going to start wrapping around these 2 heroes in the bottom. Or thinking about it, and oh no, maybe some miscoordination there. ZZB and Slim Shady jump forward and go after Fun. Bizzard's still hanging out at the rune. He will find an Arcane Rune. This will be great for him if he can actually get involved in the team fight. But he's just not there in time. So definitely some miscoordination there. ZZB and Slim Shady jumped in and they wanted to go on to Fun, and they certainly had an opening there. But unfortunately their Skywrath had made the rotation back towards the bottom rune. So still no first blood. Kiko now will come down here and join in on the fun, no pun intended, in this bottom lane.
This ain't yours.
We soar into history,
So
Skywrath.
leave this to duo lane in the mid lane as Bizzard missteps and Sunbee just punishes with the toss combo, and that's our first blood. As he gets that, and then he immediately tosses White back to the tower because TP came in from Kiko And just great play there coming out from the boys from Team Mischief. And Sunby, just great play. Great play. And now QR's in trouble as IX Mike just running at him, smacking him with his mace. What is that thing? I don't even know what that thing is. Either way, QR is probably dead here. Missing kills in the bottom. QR just die already. There we go. IX Mike gets the kill. Mineski Fangate very low. He will go down to Slim Shady as IX Mike having to take a roundabout way to get back to his creep wave. But we've got to take a look at this. Do we have time? No. There's action in the bottom. We'll have to look in. We'll have to find out whether that's a mace. What that thing's called. I don't know if it's a mace. Doesn't really seem like a mace. It's a scepter, maybe? I don't know. Either way, ZZB, he's in trouble. He's dead. He's going to start to charge, but not going to be able to get away. There was a flak up anyways. But he could have just stepped up and flacked off the tower and still hit that Spirit Breaker. If you got just out of range of the gyro. Oh, game is paused. Perfect. Perfect. What is this thing called? Hammer of Thunder Wrath's Calling. That does not look like a hammer. Oh, maybe. From that angle, it kind of does. Ish. I mean, maybe. I think it's a little bit of a stretch to call that a hammer. Oh, we're going to resume. Too busy looking at hats. I still think it's like, you shouldn't be allowed to put a hat on Omni Knight. He's got the most magnificent hair in all of Dota. And you're able to put a hat on and just block it? Like, all these people put helmets on. No. I don't care what set you have. Take the helmet off. Let the glorious mane just be what it is. Stop talking about dumb stuff. Let's start talking about Dota. What is ZZB doing? He's waiting to charge up in the top lane. He's going to start charging on in on IX Mike. QR is already up here. We had a TP come in from Blizzard. So it's going to be 3v1 up here. And IX Mike just backs, gets behind the tower. But ZZB, he doesn't care. He's charging anyways. TP going to be coming in from Sunby on the Tiny. So he's going to get the stun off onto the Spirit Breakers. He does have a toss available. Now he's going to use it. Tosses him up in the air. IX Mike just standing there. Doesn't have mana for anything. But, ooh, the Q from the Skyraz is going to finish him off as Blizzard gets the kill there. I don't think he's going to be able to get out of here alive. There is a stun or a toss available, and he'll use the stun as Sunby gets the kill there.
Now, die in it.
But a good rotation there from the Tiny. Allows his team to get 2 kills. I like it when aggressive mid laners actually pick up a TP early on so that they can jump in and have that participation. Based on the 2 games we've seen here so far, it's pretty evident that Mischief puts a lot of emphasis on winning their lanes in the early game. And I definitely think that's very important in the current state of Dota to win your lanes. But we did see game 1, even with lanes lost, you can still win. We're going to get the silence onto Sunby as he was looking to combo White. Blizzard was there to make sure it wasn't possible. Charge comes in from ZZB as they're going to find the kill onto Kiko. He actually charged Sunby, I believe. But now TP comes in from Mineski Fangate. Once again, another aggressive carry. He's level 4 on this gyrocopter and still picks up a TP. TP's on in. Recognizing the fact that the Spirit Breaker is going to be charging. There's going to be a lot of rotations coming out from Dream is True. And just, they're there. They're ready with their TPs. And it's really working out for Mischief. Maybe, I guess this is what was missing maybe a little bit early on in game 1. As that we came out of the laning phase and there was all these transitions, or there was all these rotations happening, and just Mischief wasn't there, I guess, in numbers, and obviously recognizing that and adapting and picking up those TPs early. Have to go back and really rewatch game 1 to see if maybe that was if that was the core issue behind it, or they just weren't prepared for some of the rotations. Maybe a mix of both. But Kiko is going to get caught out here. Slim Shady. Oh.
Safe word.
Wow.
Healing.
Shallow
and
Grave and
gone.
Purification going to keep him alive, and now ZZB was charging on in. He'll have to cancel. As the Bane's so close to dying, will just barely survive there. Slim Shady now getting caught in a nightmare. Ix Mike going to stand on top of him. The silence was there from Blizzard. So Slim Shady is able to blink away. Take a look at our last hits. Leaders, white. Oh, that sounded bad. The leader is white. It still sounds bad. On the Ember Spirit, he's sitting at 38 and 6. Sunday
Radiant's bottom
actually not
tower
doing too
is
bad
under
either
attack.
though. 33 and 1, excuse me. As he's also been a part of a few kills as well. 2-0 and 3 is his record. It's a great start for him. Action in the top lane is Mineski Fangay getting a little bit low. He got charged by QR, and then Kiko comes in, actually Nightmares, and that
bottom
might have been a
tower
little
is under
unnecessary, but
attack.
immediately breaks it. A Sunbeam. He's hasted. He starts running in. He actually tosses Kiko. Here, have a Bane. And then they get the kill there, and then they immediately find a
Radiant's
Skyrath
bottom
Mage. They
tower
look
has
around. They
fallen.
want to find a Magnus, but
top
Magnus
tower
isn't
is
there.
under
White
attack.
has even made a rotation up here as well on the Ember Spirit. But you start to see a little bit more of this. Mischief just seems to always be one step ahead. But here comes White jumping on in. Going to jump onto Kiko. The charge is going to be coming in on Sunbee as White is in trouble. And Sunbee just blinks on in. He's got a blink dagger already on this Tiny. Gets one, gets two. It's a double kill for the Tiny as Sunbee's starting to take control of this game. Is it just, you just get the feeling that Dream is True is always just one step behind. Mischief dictating the pace of this game. They're making the movements. They're moving around. And they're making stuff happen. And even when they're not, and Dream is True
Radiant's
says, you
middle
know what,
tower
it's
is
working
under
for them,
attack.
let's try and do it. Immediately the response is there from Mischief.
Dire's
And they're able
top
to
tower
punish
is
them.
under
And they
attack.
respond with numbers. You know, there's just so much gold going to be. Look at this. We've got almost a mech completed on IX Mike. So they're going to have a mech up on their Omni. They had an early Blink Dagger on Tiny. Kiko almost has an urn in Arcanes. Fun, just brown boots and typical support items, but that's fine. Someone's got to play position 5, position 6. And Mineski Fangay is actually not as rich as some of the other heroes on his team, despite the fact that he's sitting at the second best CS at 43 and 12. But he's got his phase, his Aquila. I guess that's maybe a little bit... Oh, detours! Detours! Oh no, I missed a kill. I apologize. Maybe that's just a little bit misleading, though. The fact that Aquila isn't really the cheapest item. Let's actually switch over to net worth and see where he is. He's actually third on his team.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures
I guess
are
that kind of lines up with the fact that he was off lane. You know, although he wasn't really off lane, but with a 1v1 where Alex might clearly dominate that lane, as you would expect Omni Knight too. As Omni Knight up against Magnus, that's going to be an Omni Knight favored lane. Omni Knight loves 1v1s,
No
especially
such
against
avail.
heroes that he can make a move speed advantage over. White will pop the invis. He's got Flame Guard up as well. Oh no, Sunbee. He's hunting. He's coming around from above. He's going to stun toss onto QR, but he's actually going to toss a creep. So that's a little unfortunate. I think that's the only reason why QR actually lived there, and Sunbee actually throws away an unstoppable streak. As White's going to get the last hit there, so a bunch of gold goes away to the Ember Spirit. He's going to look to get more. As IX Mike's going to TP out with Kiko. Oh no, you're not going to be able to TP out of this. Fun's going to come in. Shallow Grave is there. Will they be able to keep chasing and get the kill here? Brain Sap's going to heal himself up a little bit. Fiend's Grip onto White. Call down from Mineski Fangaze. He comes in to help a brother out. Unfortunately, the Bane still goes down, but they do get that effective trade on the Ember Spirit. Oh, now they lose their Dazzle as well to 2 for 1. Mineski Fangay needs to make sure he doesn't overextend. Now he's getting charged. Maybe he has. He's in trouble. IX Mike, are you going to be there with the Purification? No. Just barely out of range. Saw him starting to raise his hands, but just not able to reach. And now, Repel getting cast on Sunbees. He's going to blink up and finish off ZZB. Won't be able to find another kill. A lot of action. Again,
Radiant
22
structures
kills,
are
12 minutes
fortified.
in. Did we expect anything different? I know I didn't.
No sorceries avail.
Well, purification nuke onto white there. He actually cast it on the creep wave to deal that damage. White and Bizard just hanging out here, but here comes ZZB. He was charging IX Mike, but thought better of it. Cancelled. And rightfully so. Look at the heroes that are in behind. We've got Fun and Sunbee. And Sunbee will actually pop a smoke, so it's going to affect actually him and the Dazzle. But mainly it's just for himself to make this rotation around in behind.
Radiant's
Is White a
middle
target
tower
here?
is
Might
under
be.
attack.
He's going to get the stun, the toss, and dead. Ember Spirit down. Will the Tiny be able to get out? Certainly, with the Dazzle and the Omni Knight there.
Radiant's
Omni
middle
Spirit. Apparently
tower
that's a
has
new hero.
fallen.
Everything's a spirit. It works. It's going to toss the Omni Knight in. Purification. ZZB getting very, very low. Kiko is there to finish him off. Actually, didn't even get an attack off. It wasn't Kiko. It was actually Fun. I guess that was a poison touch from him. No, he doesn't know how it's skilled. Must have been an auto attack. As it was just barely Slim Shady able to blink away there. There's Mineski Fangay now, making a rotation down to join up with his teammates. As they're fighting under the tier 2, they've caught QR with a Fiend's Grip. As that's a dead Magnus. Now what, Sunbee? Thinking about jumping onto Slim
Radiant's
Shady. He's
middle
got double
tower is
damage.
under attack.
Double damage, Tiny. This isn't fair. Look at this damage. This isn't fair. Oh, it just wears off. It's not going to matter anyways. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. That's not fair at all. 418 damage? It's not fair. It's not fair.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This tier 2 already starting to go down. 14 minutes
Radiant
in, they're going to get a tier
structures are
2.
fortified.
It's Team Mischief taking complete control of this game, showing that they are the team more
Radiant's
deserving of
middle
making
tower
it to the
has
grand
fallen.
finals. That tier 2 goes down. We're going to have a Shadow Blade getting picked up by the Tiny. So Blink and Shadow Blade, I have no idea how he's going to be able to manage the mana of that Shadow Blade. But oh no, he's going to be hunting. He's going to try to find White. He'll see him, but not going to be
Dire's
able to
bottom
cancel that
tower is
TP.
under attack.
Take a quick look at our net worth, and it's already past the 7,500 gold mark. XP 4,000 in favor of Mischief. This is going to be a real tough one for Dream is True to come back from. Bizard's going to throw down the ult. IX Mike actually going to start TPing out, but as soon as he saw QR, he's like, oh, he can cancel this with an RP, so he backs up. RP will actually land on 2. Brings Mineski Fangay back, and he'll go down. IX Mike with the pure Guardian Angel, but it's a little bit too late to keep Mineski Fangay alive. But they do get a kill onto the Spirit Breaker. But Sunbee, he's not done. He's still going forward. He's going to toss the Magnus up into the air. He's going to land into a crater. As they're not done, they're going to keep going. The Quap will be able to blink away. Will they be able to catch Bizard or White? Sunbee going to catch him just barely with the edge of the stun. Triple kill for Sunbee. He's still going. He's still going. This isn't going to work. He's going to get the quad with the toss there, but he does die. So Ultra kill going the way of the Tiny. But again, another unstoppable streak. This time it goes to Slim
Radiant's
Shady.
top tower is under attack.
As the stream catching up to that kill I missed 5 minutes ago. The T-Tour spam in chat. Oh boy. So Dream is True. They're kind of getting run over here. What do they have? What's promising? What's going to be coming up for them? That's going to help them. Magnus got the blink. I don't know. Maybe a big RP. Got Orchid almost finished on the Queen of Pain. That could help. Bizard had a kind of lackluster ultimate last fight. Better ult could help. And there's a better one. Bursting through a bunch of the HP of IX Mike. We've got so many defensive abilities. You've got the Nightmare from the Bane. You've got, of course, everything that Omni Knight does. You've got the Dazzle Heal and the Shallow Grave, and QR having to charge back to get back to the safety actually brings Mineski with him. ZZB starts charging, but he needs to cancel that. And he does. Because he doesn't have anything. Where the heck did that kill happen? Was that a rocket? And I guess it was a rocket? I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention to be quite honest.
Dire's top tower is
The
under
Orchid getting
attack.
finished by the Queen of Pain. So I guess that's the only promising thing. What about the Ember Spirit? It's got travels. I guess. I don't think that's going to be enough. Ooh, career. Travels just kind of help you get more farm and help you be all over the map, but when you're not really doing damage, you're not really that threatening yet. You need to wait. You need to get some more items under your belt before you're really going to provide a lot to the team fights. We've got that, almost got probably GG boots. He might buy them. He might buy them. I don't think it would be bad. You got probably a Glimmer Cape coming out from Fun. Kiko, quite a bit of gold, almost 2,000 gold. Is he just going to go for Blink? Or is he going to pick up the Aether Lens? Sunbee's up to another 2,100 gold. Mineski Fange got the Sange. That should be the end of his S and Ys. He just needs a little bit more gold here as he's just bought the Blade of Alacrity and the Asha. You're looking to be involved in a lot of team fights. That's kind of the theme of their team and how they've been playing it. And Gyrocopter fits nicely into that. As they're going to get an Aegis here by bringing down Roche, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any contention coming out from Dream is True. They're definitely going to have to do something to turn this around. The Dream is going to be dead. At least for today. If they lose this, they're out. There's nothing for being close. There's nothing for making it to the semis. You need to actually win the open qualifier and make it into the main qualifier. It's actually a little crazy. Teams can play all these games to make it all the way to the grand finals, lose in the grand finals, and then they have to play all the games again in the next one to get the same opportunity. A lot of damage here coming up from Dream is True, but Sunbee is just so tanky. And now with all the stuff that the Omni can do, oh my goodness, Sunbee's just not going to die. We're going to lose white. ZZB will charge down towards mid, but he gets caught with a Nightmare as Mineski Fange is also there to cut him off. So the Spirit Breaker goes down. Because we're going to get hit by another homing missile. Sunbee going to stun him up with the Avalanche. No toss available though, and now he's going to get silenced up, and he's going to get caught with a Mystic Flare. And nice charge there. Skewer from QR makes it so that Sunbee isn't able to get anything off to finish off Bizzard, who was on his last legs there. Barely any HP. So they get a kill on the Tiny, who's just overextended. Just way overextended. Focus on the objectives.
Dire's middle tower.
Take the towers. Now Mineski Fange pushing past that tower. He knows he's got so much healing behind him that he should be safe in doing so.
Radiant's top tower.
And they will get that tier 2 tower and back away. Not even close to threatening the use of that Aegis. That just goes to show you a little bit of the confidence. How confident they feel right now on the map. They just lost their Tiny because he went ham, or he tried to go ham, and well, I don't know what happens when, what you call it when someone tries to go ham and they're not ham. The opposite of ham. Baloney, I don't know. But yeah, even 4v5, they're perfectly fine just standing there, pushing up past the tower and not being scared. Now Sunbee's doing it again. One-man army. He's gonna die. Shallow Grave was almost coming up from Fun there. But Healing Wave will kill the Spirit Breaker. Mineski Fange gets the other kill. Now what do they? They keep pushing up up to the high ground? Probably. They have nothing. They have nothing to be afraid of. They can start chipping away at these tier 3s. They may not even get the tier 3 in this push before the respawns come up, so they might choose to back, but they still have another 2 minutes on Aegis, so maybe not. They could just stick around here. Sunbee's going to be able to TP to the mid tier 1 tower and join them shortly on his respawn. He'll be a little bit late to the party, a little bit after Magnus, but look at the HP on the Skyrath. They know that they just forced back Blizzard and Slim Shady to the fountain. So this Magnus respawn isn't actually going to line up with a good RP timing, and he just blinked on in. In fact, his RP's still on cooldown. Still on cooldown. Oh my. How are they going to defend here? They lost their tier 3. I think they're going to lose their racks here. There's nothing they can do about it. Look at this slow siege. Menacing Fangay doing like no damage. Just slowly chipping away at those racks. They will get a skewer back on them though. Charge going to come in on IX Mike. Sonic Wave's going to hit 2. Mystic Flare going to do a lot of damage to the Tiny. But Mineski Fangay, he's just not going to die. They drop the Ember. Now they drop the Spirit Breaker. Going to force back buybacks already. 23 minutes in. The Spirit Breaker will buy back. He'll start charging on in. But he's way ahead of his team. He's got to back out now. As the melee racks will go down, our first set of racks. Nightmare's going to catch the Spirit Breaker. Sunbee's going to toss him back. As ZZB, it's going to be a dieback for him.
Is under attack.
As Mischief, they're still not backing. They're just going to stick around. They have no reason to. They still have mana. IX Mike's the only one hurting on mana. Actually, Kiko's hurting on mana too. Now they pick off Slim Shady. The range racks goes down. Where do they go? I guess they have to go up to the top lane because they're still tier 2 in the bottom lane. So they start going for the tier 3 in the top. Ember Spirit's going to start respawning.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And there we go. Aegis gets reclaimed. So that was it. They were just going to wait out the entire Aegis.
No, take that.
That's a blink dagger on a dazzle. I guess you gotta have some way to catch up to Sunbee when he's going crazy, just running into the enemy team. You gotta be able to blink to get in range. To use your abilities. But he's got Gem as well. That'll help him deward. The Blink Dagger will. And, Kiko's got that Vlad's to help them push the Arcanes. The GG boots were purchased by Omni Knight. And they also picked up a Perseverance. Mesky just has the S and Y that we saw him already building. Up to another 1100 gold. Maybe go for Helm of the Dom or just build straight into BKB. Sunbee, what have you picked up? Aghanim Scepter since we last checked in, up to another 900 gold. We take a quick look at our Radiant side, and Ring of Health in drums after the Boots of Travel. So still quite a ways out from the Battle Fury. We've got Urn and Arcanes up on the Skyrath. 4 Staff and Blink for the Magnus. Spirit Breaker Treads. That's it. Orchid and basically half. When you factor in the gold, it's a little bit more than half, but he might need a buyback for this next fight. In fact, he doesn't have enough. He needs another 200 gold to be able to buy back. Wait, having to use a bunch of his remnants to jump away there. As we're going to see a push here for the top tier 3.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They don't have the creep support with them. Sunbee's going to jump in, get a stun. Off on Blizzard there, but he's going to back up, stay with his team. As the tier 3 has gone down. Now they're chipping away at the racks here. Calldown's going to finish off Slim Shady. But no buyback available. QR is going to go down as well. No buyback for either of those heroes. As GG will get called. Dream is true. The dream unfortunately has come to an end for them as they're going to bow out here in the semifinals. It's best of 3. Team Mischief, Team Freedom, they will advance to the grand finals, where they'll play one more best of 3. If they win that, they move on to the main qualifiers for the Americas region, joining Complexity and some of those other teams, Digital Chaos, to try and get top 2 in that, so that they can move on to the actual Shanghai Major. But they do have that one best of 3 left to go. I'm going to quickly check in, see if we've got a result on the other semifinal that was going on. I know it started after ours, so it's probably not completed. I'm checking in. It's a little bit difficult for me to check here, but I'll try and find out for you guys. But there's going to be people casting it. I know there's going to be a lot of people casting, and I can tell you that my voice is 100% dead, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to cast another series. So I'm going to have to bow out at the end of this one, which, well, it's just ended. So I'm going to have to bow out and pass you on to someone else, because I don't know exactly what's going on. There's probably just still that other semifinal going on. But I'm definitely going to keep watching and enjoy the other games. But I just can't cast anymore. My voice is done. But I will start again tomorrow, where we got the second open qualifiers for America starting up. I believe that starts at 1 o'clock Eastern. So I'll be ready to go and start casting some more games. Once again, a little bit more of a casual start to that, as we're gonna probably be jumping around a bunch of different games. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for me tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in and joining. And I saw a bunch of new faces, although some old faces started showing up towards the end. But it was fun nonetheless with all you guys, even if you're spamming my chat with memes and T-tours. No, I love you guys. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Team Freedom moves on to the grand finals, and I'll host someone. I'm not sure who I'm going to host yet, but I'll toss that up there once the stream catches up. But I'll see you guys all again tomorrow, where we get to do it all over again and cast a bunch of games, and then finally we'll actually have 2 teams advancing to the main qualifiers, where we'll be able to cast all the main qualifier games. So we've got a lot of Dota to come on the channel, so make sure you hit that follow button on twitch.tv/NizCast, where we'll be able to cast so many more games and have a lot of fun doing so. But like I said, that's it for me tonight, guys. Everyone else, have a good one. Hopefully you do enjoy the remainder of the other semifinal and the grand final, and then you'll tune in and join us on tomorrow's cast as well. But everyone, have a good night.